Season 12 of Blue Bloods is on the way. Our favorite multi-generational cop family from New York is back, bringing more turmoil into our hearts and homes once more. After an intense 11 seasons, Blue Blood has been revived for another season. What can you expect from Season 12? Stay tuned to find out everything that's going on with Frank and what his family will face in this upcoming season. Frank faces a very familiar rivalry in Season 12. Blue Bloods is back, and it appears that some of the guest actors have as well. Frank Reagan, Tom Selleck, will once again face an old foe. Mayor Chase, Dylan Walsh, intended to change things up last season. After public outrage over his police record, he wanted Sid Gormley, Robert Clohessy, to be replaced. After investigating Sid's concerns, Frank supported him. He said that no one's looking into the circumstances surrounding Sid's accusations of roughhousing. Sid was able to keep his job in the end. Garrett Moore, Gregory Jabara, was also to be replaced, according to the mayor. Garrett wants to be liked, he claims, and Frank needs more of a pit bull. Chase even went so far as to find Garrett a new work offer, but Frank insisted on keeping him in the office. In a press release, details regarding the episode Times Like These were revealed. Frank will have to face Mayor Chase once more. So why is the mayor returning? Is probably the question you're currently asking. Well, Kevin Wade, the show's executive producer, had hinted that the mayor would return for the second season before the news. He said why he enjoys incorporating their conflict into the play. Well, we'll see what we have in terms of Dylan Walsh returning as our mayor and his availability, Wade told Deadline. Dylan and Tom are amazing together. For us, having the two guys, the Goliaths, going after each other is really part of the core of telling stories about urban politics versus policing, and I enjoy doing those. He continued, I adore the DA we have, and I'm hoping she'll return. All of this is in the works, but I believe we'll just get back to doing our homework, doing our research, trying to come up with new tales for these characters, as well as our audience. Overall plot for Season 12. Blue Bloods is a police procedural that follows a crime of the week pattern. Each episode begins with a problem, and the Reagans must figure out who's responsible for the wrongdoings by utilizing their various roles within New York law enforcement. Nonetheless, there are several underlying storylines that continue from episode to episode. The characters had been adjusting to the fact that Frank's son Joe, who was slain in the line of duty, had a secret son that none of them knew about until now. The Reagans acclimate to their new relative in the most recent season, even inviting him to their monthly family dinner. The show has also delved deeper into socio-political concerns such as police brutality and trans rights in Season 11. With police agencies across the country being caught on camera committing atrocities, Blue Bloods will have enough real-life material to draw from in future episodes if it so wishes. Recap of Season 12 so far. Warning, spoilers. If you're a Blue Bloods fan, then you have more than likely already started tuning into Season 12. The first episode debuted on the 1st of October 2021, and so far, a total of 3 episodes have been released. We thought it would only be fitting to go through what has gone down so far so we can get you caught up and give you a recap if you didn't catch the entire episode. Season 12, Episode 1, Hate is Hate. The first episode of the popular, highly anticipated 12 of Blue Bloods graced our screen at the beginning of October this year. In the premiere episode of Blue Bloods Season 12, Danny meets and consults with a psychic to try and solve the gruesome murder of a young boy. Frank is at war with the mayor over how best to safeguard the city from a rise in crime following a high-profile shooting, and Aaron investigates a decades-old case, according to the CBS synopsis. Furthermore, the surge of violent crime, the investigation Aaron reopened, and the incident for which Witten was arrested were all complicated, and Blue Bloods did a fantastic job of emphasizing that there are no easy answers without ever becoming preachy or acting out of character. The example of Witten was particularly intriguing. Many cop programs have addressed the topic of tensions between mostly white cops and black civilians, but it's frequently depicted as a simple situation in which racist cops react badly to black people who speak up. But Witten's case was more complicated. There were so many difficulties here that viewers may pick one side or the other. Season 12, Episode 2, titled Times Like These. As the second episode of season 12 of Blue Bloods airs, NYPD Commissioner Frank Reagan and New York City Mayor Michael Bloomberg clash. We see Frank, played by Tom Selleck, dealing with Mayor Peter Chase, played by Dylan Walsh, in an episode titled Times Like These. Why? As a result of Frank's public arrest, the situation has gone viral. The scenario occurs when a man is caught collecting change from people's automobiles while washing windshields without authorization. Frank apprehends the individual and places him under custody. When Frank returns to his office, Garrett Moore, Greg Jabara, and Sid Gormley, Robert Clohessy, discuss the situation with him. Some members of the public, including the mayor, are said to be dissatisfied. Moore warns Frank that the mayor might take this as a personal affront and advises him to contact him. Frank, on the other hand, believes that an apology isn't worth what the mayor imagined. Meanwhile, another incident of Blue Bloods is playing out at the same time. Donnie Wahlberg's detective Danny Reagan and Marissa Ramirez's detective Maria Baez set out to investigate a gang attack. Their research, however, takes an unexpected turn. Then there's Sergeant Jamie Reagan, played by Will Estes, and his wife, Officer Eddie Janko Reagan, played by Vanessa Ray, who have trust issues. When Eddie lies to Jamie about her nighttime location, Jamie becomes concerned. However, the matter is handled inside the episode. However, Assistant District Attorney Aaron Reagan, played by Bridget Monahan, has a problem. Aaron tells Anthony Aptromarco that they are dumping a case. Irritates him. Frank urges Aaron to dig under her placement if she wants answers about what everyone knows, and she doesn't. Aaron discovers an envelope with an election sign on it. Aaron Reagan for Manhattan District Attorney. It reads, Season 12, Episode 3, Protective Instincts. For the third episode of Season 12, Blue Bloods comes to life as Frank Reagan considers taking another job. Donnie Wahlberg and Marissa Ramirez play detectives Danny Reagan and Maria Baez, who are investigating the murder of a restaurant delivery worker named Zayed. The man was shot approximately 3 times in the chest and died after falling off his bike. When he didn't return home, his wife and son arrived, and she tracked his cell phone. Sean Reagan, Andrew Teresiano, arrives and informs Sergeant Jamie Reagan, Will Estes, that he has a school report to do. He asks Jamie if he wants to join 2 female cops on a ride. Jamie stated that he will inquire about his superiors. Treat Williams makes a proposition to Reagan as Frank's old friend Lenny Ross. Ross reportedly informs Frank that the NFL is interested in hiring him as Senior Vice President of Security. Danny and Maria stop by Punjabi Kitchen for a meal. Danny then inquires about the owner's SUV, which he claims was involved in Zayad's killing. Meanwhile, Sean, Eddie, and Rachel are inside the cruiser. They go to investigate a home disturbance and believe they saw the assassination. Soon after, Sean is tripped up by a scooter on the ground, and when he gets up, he's hit in the jaw by the person who tripped him up. Sean is admitted to the hospital. Danny inquires as to what transpired. He was lying about getting Danny's approval, it turns out. Danny is clearly annoyed as Sean got a concussion and black eye. Frank seemed to be attempting to make a decision right now. Outsiders. Nobody appears to be conversing at the dinner table as the family gathers around the table. Sean is taking responsibility for what transpired at the table. Danny, on the other hand, is furious. Danny and Baez are the ones that solve the case. The dead man's wife appeared to be covering for her son, who could have shot and killed his father. Frank is still debating whether or not to accept Lenny's offer. As a result, the commish will not be leaving. Frank Reagan has decided to remain in charge of the NYPD, telling Lenny that he would not work for the NFL. And there you have it, everything you need to know about Frank from the popular Blue Bloods and his new rivalry in the current new season of the highly anticipated series. Additionally, we also touched on what the plot for season 12 will be, along with a recap for the first 3 episodes that have aired. Make sure to let us know your thoughts down below. Have you started watching season 12? What else do you think we'll see? Let us know. But if you enjoyed today's video, don't forget to like and subscribe so you never miss any of our new and upcoming content. Thanks for watching.